Hey everybody, it is officially past the halfway point of the year. Summer solstice is now behind us. So rather than doing a closet clean out video, I thought I would do a little bit of a closet audit and figure out what is working for me this spring and what I think will continue to work for me throughout the summer, and kind of how my style has evolved in a small way over the past few months. So I have pulled together my most worn spring and early summer pieces so far, and I've asked myself a few key questions, and you can ask them of yourself as well. So the questions were, what do these clothes have in common? What am I actually enjoying wearing? And what have I learned about my style so far this year? And in looking at those pieces I've been wearing, there were three key themes that seemed to rise to the top. And they are: fabric comfort matters more to me now than trends do. The cost of wardrobe mistakes is higher than I thought it was. And style isn't static. The first thing that I noticed is that my most worn clothes have unique details. It might be in a textured fabric or a unique blend like a hemp linen blend that feels really lightweight. It could be a print or color, and more often than not, it is the silhouette. So a really unique cut or shape of the garment. Even this dress that I'm wearing, it has a really unique silhouette that I typically wouldn't wear. It's got an empire waist. It's very oversized through the body, and it's got a really unique print. It is in a more traditional summer fabric. It's 100% kind of mid-weight linen. Even this piece is just like a little bit quirky. So I'm finding that a lot of the elements that I'm pulling together are just a little bit more refined, a little bit more interesting than what I have been wearing over the past few years. And I think they're really speaking to me and my personal style. I still have my standard pants from Everlane. I've been wearing the Everywhere pant a lot. I'm finding that I'm really drawn to fun, unique cuts that really make each piece kind of stand out on its own, whether it's a cropped blouse with a drawstring waist or an oversized linen bomber jacket that is cropped and has a collar and has 3/4 length sleeves. Last year I was really trying to make the denim trucker jackets work, but I ended up donating those. They were just way too square and didn't look right with a lot of my other pieces, so they've gone off to a good home. And instead I brought in some jackets from Uniqlo. They have their cropped barn jacket and they have a corduroy cuff, and I have been living in these. I got 2 colors of them and they are incredibly well made. And I find that the more relaxed fit, because I'm able to roll up the sleeve and because it's more cropped, is something that I'm wearing very frequently. So that is a great piece. And as it gets more warm into summer, I won't be able to wear that for maybe 8 weeks. But as soon as late August comes in and we start having cooler evenings, I'll be throwing that on because it's the perfect weight to keep off a light chill. So really loving that piece as well. There was a time where I was really willing to compromise on comfort for style. It was a while ago now, but it would be like a jacket I didn't have full range of motion in, fabrics that were a little hard to keep or that were a little bit scratchy, cuts that didn't quite work for me. And I have moved far beyond that. And I think part of it is definitely getting more mature and just figuring out what I love. But also, I think that fashion is a lot more forgiving than it has been in many years. And we're able to find beautiful but slightly more relaxed styles that appear upscale and elevated and refined, which is really great. I'm very excited about this era of fashion that we're in, where we're really able to find different silhouettes and different shapes and different fabrics, technical or otherwise, from a variety of designers. So I feel like I've really hit my stride in terms of being able to find things that I love and that will hopefully stay in my wardrobe for years, because the silhouettes are more about what fits me and looks cool to me versus what's on trend. The second thing I've been thinking about is the cost of wardrobe mistakes. And I don't just mean money. I mean emotional cost, clutter, guilt, and the time spent shopping for something that wasn't quite right. It's difficult to be completely perfect when it comes to making purchase decisions. I think all of us, and including myself, will make bad decisions from time to time, but you just have to move on, learn something from that experience about your style or about impulse control or about your shopping habits, and reflect on it so that you can continue to do better and hopefully waste less money and less time year over year as your personal style continues to evolve. I think one of the tensions with experimenting with your style is that every now and again you're going to purchase something that doesn't quite work out, and you don't realize that until you've actually really tried it in your daily life. Try to not feel that guilt, but also be as intentional as you can be when you are adding pieces to your closet. Another thing that I've noticed this season is that I'm way less impressed by bargains and much more willing to spend a bit of a premium on clothes that I know I love and will be wanting to wear over and over and over for that very reason. They are going to have the best value in my wardrobe and will have longevity. When you're planning your next purchase, ask yourself, will I wear this 50 times? Will I wear it 100 times or more? Where will I wear this piece most often? Can I mix and match it with other things that I love that I already wear a lot? And will I enjoy the effort that it takes to maintain and care for this piece? So the last thing this seasonal wardrobe audit taught me is that style isn't static. I was thinking that my spring summer style would just be a lighter weight version of my fall style, but I was actually really surprised at how much my style evolved over this period of time. And there's been a lot of, small changes in my life. For example, I've been swimming quite a bit and doing yoga again after a period where I wasn't doing it as frequently. My hobbies have changed. I've been walking and outdoors a lot more. I've also been reading and painting inside. So there's been a bit of an evolution in terms of where I'm spending my time. And because I'm spending my time on an art form, I'm more drawn to slightly artsier clothes, which I never would have thought would have been the case. My priorities have changed a little bit too. I really want to focus on going out more and having a little bit more fun this summer and really getting out there. Another small thing that has changed, I suddenly ended up needing a slight prescription for reading glasses. It's minor, but it has been a fun new accessory that I get to play with, and it's something that I've added to my personal style. I only have one pair right now, but maybe I'll get another pair. If you want to do a little wardrobe audit for the warm weather. Don't start with the clothes that you wish you wore more. Start with the clothes that you're wearing really frequently. You can ask yourself which pieces keep showing up. Which clothing items feel really effortless and you want to grab right away when it's hot or when you're going out or when you're going to work? Which of your purchases have earned your place, either older purchases or incoming ones from this season? And really reflect on, has your style evolved over the past few months? And is it because your life has changed or maybe just your perspective has changed? And I have to say that style isn't getting it right once and for all. Even some of the experimental pieces I've been wearing, I'm getting a little bit more comfortable, being more playful, and trying new things again, which is very freeing for me. And who knows, maybe I don't have it right. Maybe in 2 years from now, some of the things that I thought would be forever pieces in my wardrobe ended up not being. I think we can forgive ourselves for making a few mistakes along the way. We just need to be open to allowing ourselves to change over time. And we just need to continue to pay attention to what gets worn and what feels right for us. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and musing on personal style. I'd love to hear what you've been really into this warm weather season, and if there's anything that you were surprised that you're really loving wearing, and if there's anything that you feel like was a bit of a style mistake and maybe you'll be needing to declutter it come fall. So would love to hear from you. Thanks again and talk soon. Bye.